could I possibly live below my means without feeling super deprived? Well, we're going to talk about it today. Happy Frugal Friday, friends! I'm so glad you are here. On Fridays, we talk about money, frugality, and all the good stuff. I did a video back in my car about living below your means, and I had a really great response, and we had some really great conversations based off of that video. I'll put it up here if you haven't had a chance to watch it. And today we're going to talk about how you can live below your means without feeling deprived. Because I think a lot of people in theory think that's great, but they don't want to feel awful about it. And I get that, guys. I get that. Of course you don't. But I'm hopefully going to share with you that choosing to live below your means can actually be quite amazing. Let's just get right into it. One of my favorite concepts comes from another Kate from Maine, my girl Kate Northup. I love her work. She said, if you change your language around this topic, it can be life-changing. And I totally have done it, and I agree. Consider these two statements. The first statement is, I can't afford that. Can't afford that emotes almost a feeling of shame, defeat, and negative vibes around money. I can't afford that. When you say I can't afford that, you have no power. You can't afford that. She says, instead of saying I can't afford that, which feels awful, try, I'm choosing not to buy that right now. I'm choosing not to buy that right now. Feel like my body posture actually changed. I'm choosing not to buy that right now. Puts the power back in my court. Puts the decision making back onto me. It's not out of my control. I could buy that if I wanted to, but I'm choosing not to buy that right now because you are trying to align your actions with your goals. And when you're choosing not to buy something, you are in the driver's seat. Say it out loud. I know that sounds geeky, but say it out loud, try both ways, and feel the difference in your body language. Can you feel the difference? I can't afford that. I'm choosing not to buy that right now. Right? So different. The power of choice is crucial to whether you're going to feel deprived or whether you are going to run this ship. You know what I'm saying? Do you want to get run over by deprivation, or do you want to run this? Put in the comments right now, please, run this. Run this. If you want to be in charge of your finances and not have this negative, powerless feeling, run this. You run this. You're the only one in charge of this. Funny side note, I hate when I'm trying to eat well. I hate that feeling of people passing around desserts at work and I'm like, I can't eat that. I can't eat that. I can't eat that feels, again, like shame and deprivation and awful. So I just flipped the switch and somebody came over with a big chocolate cake, was like, Kate, you want a piece? I said, oh, thank you so much, but I'm choosing not to eat that right now. Mic drop. It was beautiful. To add to this, how to live below your means without feeling deprived, there's another concept I learned from the great Danielle Laporte. She wrote this amazing book called Desire Map. She is the creator of the Desire Map, and her whole concept is sometimes when you're trying to decide what you want, it's really, you have to ask yourself, how do I want to feel? How do I want to feel? And sometimes that helps you get the answer better than just wanting something. It might not actually be what you want, so you have to think, how do I want to feel? I can give actually a perfect example. Back when I lived in Florida and I lived with my 2 friends, one day we were out by the pool. We had an in-ground pool and we were chilling by the pool. And I said, I wish that we had $1 million so that I could just lay out here and feel like this all the time. And he said, why do you need the $1 million? You're already out here feeling like this. I felt kind of foolish, truth be told, but I wanted the $1 million so that I could feel like $1 million and lay out by the pool in my bathing suit and feel like luxurious and tropical and whatever. And he pointed out that I can feel this way without $1 million. Imagine that. So sometimes when you're trying to spend money on things, you really are looking to feel a certain way. And maybe you could do it without spending that money. I know there's a lot of things that I enjoy the way I feel without spending the money. I want to be cozy in my home as a sanctuary, and feel safe and loving and loved. And I actually have that. I have made my home a super sanctuary for me and for Kaden. And I do feel loved, and I feel cozy, and I feel happy, and I feel safe. And that is something you can create without $1 million. One of Danielle's quotes, I have to read it so I don't misquote. When you get clear on how you want to feel, the pursuit of what you want will become so much more satisfying. What we focus on expands. What we focus on expands. So if you're focusing on all the goodness that you have, and you're focusing on all the abundance you have, you're going to feel abundant. If you are focusing on all the joy that this life is bringing you, and all the opportunity and all the positivity, that's going to grow. If you get stuck in, I am not enough, I am not good enough, I don't have enough, guess what you're going to have? Never enough. You can live below your means without feeling deprived. You just have to change your mind. If you like this content, please hit that like button right now. Please click subscribe if you haven't already. Please hit the bell if you haven't already. Please comment below ways that you live below your means without feeling the deprivation of it. I would love to hear your thoughts on that. If you have not visited me on Instagram, please come see me at Kate.Kaden so that we can chat on a daily basis. And if you haven't been added to my email list, I'll leave that link below so that you're the first to hear everything that's going on around here. Thank you for watching. See you next time.
Guys, I can't wait to hear your comments.
He reads now, guys. He's going to read them all. Leave a nice one for Kaden. Bye.